Okay, so this is part 2 of our compound interest, and we're going to run through off your worksheet problem number 6, in which in this case it tells you that you are going to take $12,200. We're going to deposit it in a bank account, and we're wanting to find the balance after 4 years for each situation. So each situation is going to change slightly. So one of the things that I have already done is I have rewritten your formula for you, and I've already written down some of the information. So if you need to pause and record the information before we begin the problem, then you can do that, or you can pause afterwards and write it out. So again, your principal that was invested was $12,200, the 4% that it gives us. And in this case, we're going to do a 3% annual interest rate, so 0.03, and it's compounded quarterly, again, which we said was 4. So I'm just going to go to my formula. So again, my principal is $12,200. 1 plus, your rate was 0.03. Your N was 4. And then in this case, it is 4 times 4 years, and then quarterly is also 4. So both the N and the T are 4. So when I put this into my calculator, I might want to, again, simplify that down a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is take 0.03 and divide it by 4. And then I'm going to add 1 to that number. So this is 1.0075. And then again, I would go ahead and just multiply that, and it is to the 16th power. Okay, and then multiply by 12,200. Okay, and then check my numbers again to make sure I am putting it in the calculator correctly. So this is what I get, $13,749.30. So again, double check to make sure you agree with me there. Okay, our next problem is we're still going to have the same 12,200. It's still for 4 years. This time it says it's compounded monthly, which means my N's now going to be 12. My rate is 2.25%, which is 0.0225. And again, I want to know how much money I'm going to have at the end. So if you want to, you could pause the video and you could make sure you can put the numbers in yourself, maybe even run the problem, and then go back and check and see. So 12,200. 1 plus, again, 0.0225 over 12. And then my N is 12 and my time is 4. So that's going to be to the 48th power. So again, I'm going to go through and first off run that on there. And as much as you can leave things in your calculator, again, even though I'm rounding it here, if possible, leave it in your calculator. So I get 1875. Okay. And then I'm taking that to the 48th power. And this calculator, I figured out part of my problem earlier, is this calculator, if the number gets too big, it will not do it. Okay, so in this case, I get, so we'll say our interest is a little less, so this might make sense, $13,347.80. I should go get my better calculator. So double check my numbers for sure. I just grabbed an old one somebody left here. Okay, and then the next one again is principal still the same. We are still 4 years because that didn't change. The rate has now gone to 2%. It is compounded daily, which is 365. And again, I'm looking for my A value. So again, if you would like, pause it and then see if you agree. Okay, so again, I'm using 365 this time, and this one on mine does give a very long decimal value, so I get something that looks like So check to see if that number looks right to you. And 365 times is 1460. So we'll see what we get here. Like I said, my calculator, I should go up there and get, but I've already started the video, so okay, so on here I get 13,216.08. Okay, so those are my answers. Again, double check, make sure I did it correctly on there as far as putting it into my calculator, and I'll go get my other calculator before I begin the next one.